Hi class, thanks for joining me today. Today we'll be discussing how to use Google Docs. For this instructional video, to start off, Google Docs is something that is very helpful when it comes to group projects or study guides, basically any kind of document that needs to be accessed by a bunch of people. So say you have a group paper, and instead of doing a document on regular Microsoft Word, typing your part and then emailing it to everybody so that they can make their own edits and then emailing it back and forth, Google Docs and Google Drive allows you to make these edits to a document that everyone has access to. So to start off, we're going to go to Google homepage, just plain old Google, and then up here, up to the side, to begin with, you do need a Google account. If you don't have one, it takes like 2 minutes to set up. So once you have your Google account set up, you'll go over here to the little checkered box and come down to Docs, and it'll take you to the Google Docs homepage. Besides group papers and stuff like that, Google Docs allows you to have a bunch of different templates to start any kind of document. So say if you want to start a resume here, we have different types of resumes. You can type it up and then share that document with somebody to see, hey, like, look over it. Is everything good here? Stuff like that. So on Google Docs, you have a bunch of different templates. You can do letters, you can do an education layout, work layout, and yeah. So what we'll do today is we'll start with just a plain basic document. We'll hit blank, and as you can see, it'll show up just like Microsoft Word. That's the great thing about this, is that it's something that everybody's kind of familiar with and nothing's too complicated. So here we are. You can type up here as soon as it loads. Click on the entitled document and you can just type in whatever title you would like. So we can just, example A. And that's the title of your document. So what you do is you go on and you type a bunch of stuff. My name is Violet. There you go. And done. So just like any other document, you want to make sure to save as much as possible. But the great thing about Google Docs is that, as you see here, it doesn't really have any kind of save option. Google Docs saves everything. As soon as you type something, it saves it automatically. So if you're worried about your computer crashing in the middle of a paper as you're like finishing your last sentence of your conclusion paragraph and your computer crashes and you forgot to save, you lose everything. For this, it tracks all the changes made to the document so that just in case something happens, it's saved. So say I'm done with this and I want to send it to a group member that I'm doing a group paper with. So you go to share up here and it'll give you a couple options. Sometimes when sharing documents, you just want to share the document and allow people to view it instead of changing things. So you can go over here to that option and you can say they can comment on it or they can just view. For this one, say we just want to edit and we'll type in any email address that you have or that you want to send it to. For this one, if you don't have, or say like the person that you have doesn't have a Google document, or sorry, a Google account, it will send it to them, but they'll have to request access to it unless they have a Google account. That's the only kind of, sticky part that gets with sharing Google Docs. So we'll just go ahead and send. See, it pops up saying, are you sure you want to invite them? Just go ahead and say yes, and it'll send it to that email address, and they'll just have to request permission. So in addition to all this, after you've done editing and you want to go back, you read everybody's stuff. Say you want to add a comment that doesn't really show up on the page, you can go over here, put your little mouse to the right side, and it'll come up with add a comment. Just be like, responding back. Something little, or it can be something about the content of the document itself and say, hey, this needs to be changed, can you change this? Add it to the side so that other viewers and users of this document can see that. So I'll show you an example of what I have going on right now, just to kind of give you more of an idea. I shared a study guide with a group. We all decided that we were going to split up the document to try and knock out as many points for the study guide, sorry. So see, all here, we shared it. I did the first section, other people did second sections, all that. So what you could do, you go over to the side, oops. As you can see who else is on using the document. So the little name will pop, or a little picture or initial will show you who's on the document right now. And sometimes you can even watch them kind of do their edits to the document as well. So it's kind of cool. It's like you're working with your group, but at the same time, like you're in the comfort of your own home or in your own office or something like that. So yeah, this is Google Docs. Hopefully this will help you out in the future. Unfortunately, this is all the time I have today. So play around with it and see the different things that you can do, and hopefully this helps your future projects go smoothly.